Welcome to the end of week 4 of Man versus AI Diet for losing weight. So let's get right into it. Weigh in, well, yeah, actually, I am below 260 now, which is an improvement. I was above 260 for as well, and I was a little worried because on Thursday I put myself on that scale, and guess what? I was like at 261. I'm like, whoa, what happened? You know, and you want to be consistent with your weighing as well. I weighed myself in the morning, right after I wake up. Somewhere usually after using the bathroom, so I have a set weight. Usually I'm wearing just my pajamas, so that's kind of a constant, so I don't have to change that. But the next 2 days, Friday, Saturday, actually it was Saturday and Sunday. I guess Friday weighed myself and was not so pleased. Friday, Saturday, weighed myself, and Saturday, Sunday, back under 260. So yes, I am still on the decline in terms of weight, which is good. Last week, week 4, meals were fine. I did not feel as hungry. Now, it also definitely depended on what day and what I ate. There was one day where we had chicken shawarma wrap. That was pretty filling. Another day, actually yesterday, we had a chicken, well, it called for chicken enchilada wrap, or chicken enchilada bowl. Actually, we've been, instead of doing the bowls, we've been doing wraps most of the time because Chinese nights are rice nights, and Happy Healthy Wife is not a fan of having rice every night of the week. I'm okay with that. So some of those bowl nights, which is supposed to be rice, turn into tortilla wrap nights, which is good. So instead of enchilada bowl, what we ended up having was rotisserie chicken tortilla burrito. Rotisserie chicken burrito. And that was good. And you know, when I find that, and it's I get 7 ounces of meat. Happy Healthy Wife gets 4 ounces of meat of the chicken. And when we do those nights, it's like, wow, this is a lot of food. Feeling really full here. So you know, it depends on the night. Some nights are full than others. There was the what is that stuff called? Pork mushroom night. Not as filling, maybe because I wasn't so enthused about eating that dish. It was fine. It was okay. Let's see, some of the other okay dishes. Let's look at some of these other okay dishes. The other okay dish, the Cajun shrimp. So I do like the Cajun seasoning I use, which is just, it's a slappy mama. I just put that straight onto the shrimp after it's with a little bit of oil and sauteed it. We added some corn. I can't remember some of the other things that are added to it from the AI. You can look at the menu item right here. So that's what we had. And it was pretty good, I thought. Happy Healthy Wife, though, is not very fond of the seasoning I use, that slap your mom seasoning. I'll have to try some other kind of seasoning, see if she likes that better for next time. But yeah, the shrimp was good. So that was good. Well, let's see, another good dish, the chicken shawarma wrap that we had. I love chicken shawarma because I like the tahini sauce that we make with it. Very tasty, very good. Really enjoyed that one. And another thing that was good, the honey. So I got my notes over here in case you're wondering. The honey, no, not the honey. Oh yeah, I can talk about that. The honey mustard pork chop. Now I liked it. You saw me make that actually. Remember, I even tasted that last week, week 3. You saw me make it and taste it. And my conclusion was sauce tasted pretty good and the pork tasted good. And it was good. We enjoyed that dish quite a bit. Came with some other sides. I don't remember what the sides are at the moment. Should have took some notes, right? But yeah, it was a good honey pork. I liked it. Another thing that I really liked, although, you know, maybe you shouldn't have this one too much, it was called Hong Shao Ro. Well, actually, Hong Shao Pai Gu. Sorry. It was Hong Shao Pai Gu. We had it's a red simmered pork ribs. They're cut really small, and you cook them for a while in this soy sauce plus some sugar mixture, basically. Actually, I think if you look on my channel, you can find that recipe. Anyway, so Happy Healthy Wife made that, and that was wonderful. I enjoyed that quite a bit. That was really tasty, even though it wasn't as much as I thought. Like, I pre-weighed all the meat, and it seemed like, wow, this is quite a bit of meat I'm pre-weighing here. Didn't turn out to be as, when it got to it cooked, the ribs were like a lot smaller, and I thought they're gonna be like, what happened here? So that one was there. Another thing we had, something else that was pretty good. What's that one? the overnight oats. Now, that's actually leftover from week 1. We actually had week 1, and we're looking for something to do for Saturday morning, and I said, oh, the plan wasn't something we really wanted, so I'll just substitute the overnight oats. And it's a really interesting dish if you've never had overnight oats before. It's basically you put in oats, and I used a protein powder instead of milk, instead of almond milk. Protein powder is one of the things they asked us to get. So I had a nice protein powder with it, some added water to that, and included chia seeds, included a little bit of cinnamon, oatmeal of course, not cooked, just regular plain oatmeal. And then cinnamon, no sugar, of course not. I didn't add any, I have a recipe for overnight oats in the channel, of course, but I didn't, or on the website too, happyhealthywife.net, but I didn't add the Greek yogurt this time. But so you put it in, you put it all in there, the chia seeds, the oatmeal, the powder, the water, mix it all up so it looks like a nice little bit runny mush because it's going to soak up overnight, and just eat it the next day. Now they added, to make it more protein rich, added some banana. That's not protein rich. That's for the sweetness, for the flavor. Add some banana. The other thing we added to it was peanut butter. A tablespoon of peanut butter for a Happy Healthy Wife, and 1.5 for myself. You can see the portions are usually about like that. When she gets 2 of something, I get 3 of something. It's usually that ratio. And so we enjoyed that one. That was a good one. I like that one. I like that flavoring. She added with blueberries as well. So, it depends on what you want. She didn't have bananas. She had blueberries instead. You can substitute fruit and that kind of thing. So that was nice and good. The other thing that we also really enjoyed. That's it. Those are the ones that we enjoyed. It was a good week. I felt more full. Oh, especially those overnight oats. Those are pretty filling. It's a very nice big bowl for breakfast, and it's quite filling. What am I making right here? This is one of tonight's dishes. Unfortunately, it's going to take too long to cook, so you're not going to be able to see me eat it this time. You'll have to wait till next week, week 5. But what this is going to be mashed cauliflower. So we're going to steam up this cauliflower. I'm going to steam it with the garlic. So I feel like I want to have cooked garlic and not just raw garlic inside. So I'm going to steam it with the garlic, add some butter, some salt and pepper, add Parmesan, and voila, creamy cauliflower mash, which is a nice benefit compared to actual mashed potatoes, because the one thing that's wrong about mashed potatoes are very starchy, a lot of calories. So this is a nice, lesser calorific version of mashed potatoes, I hope. The other thing we're having tonight, we're going to pressure cook these wonderful short ribs. We really love the flavor of these, and so I get 6 ounces, she gets 4 ounces. We'll weigh it in and figure that out, and then we'll set that up for lunch. Because that's the one thing we did for week 4 specifically. It was the first time we did it actually. Was we said, okay, Claude. So we're using Claude AI, and why are we using Claude AI? Well, we heard about it from a friend, and I must say the recipes, not the recipes, but the layout and the way Claude works with making this diet plan, it seemed to work better than when I tried a similar idea with ChatGPT or with even Gemini. What it is, I wanted to modify week 5. We ran out of Claude requests, because you don't know all these AIs are like limit your requests. We ran out for the day, so I couldn't use Claude. So I tried Google's version, which is Gemini. I tried ChatGPT. And I tried those, and I put the PDF from before, which had, lunches and dinners differently. And I told it how to arrange it, how to do it, what I wanted it. And I just, ChatGPT and Gemini just weren't able to really reproduce the beautiful layout you see right here from Claude. Now, this is actually Claude free, because I ended up saying, I don't want to wait. I need to go shopping tomorrow. I don't want to wait till after 11 p.m. to get my list together. So I went ahead and used the freebie of Claude. So I used a different account, went on to just like the freebie version and typed into Claude. It gave me this, which is a different layout from the other ones, but it served its purpose. So that's a little bit about why I'm using Claude. We did pay for it because it seems to be I really like the way the Claude AI works. So what we're making today is mashed cauliflower. We got over that. The other notes we got here, So one thing I want to talk about is the diet versus exercise. So when I first lost weight, 10, 15 years ago by now, all I changed was my diet. That was it. Nothing more than my diet. That was all I changed. 100% just diet change. But what happens now is, and that was good. I lost weight with just my diet changing. I was, doing my same job, teaching, and I don't know, I maybe got 3,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 steps max during a day walking around the classroom. So it wasn't terrible. It's not like I sit at my desk all day and just don't do any exercise. So it was a pretty good job with that. But it didn't really change my diet, my exercise at all for that diet, and I lost a lot of weight. So one thing I was kind of surprised, because one thing really that I was happy is that my hip started to feel a little painful from time to time. I actually first noticed it 2 summers ago, but when we went on our vacation, and you're still seeing actually videos from that 2 summers ago vacation, believe it or not, recaps of the restaurants we went to. When I went on that trip, I was having hip pain before. I wasn't sure why it was. When I would get up in the morning, it was like hip would be painful. I'd get up and walk around a bit, it'd feel better. When I lied in bed, it was fine, but when I got up and walked around, it wasn't so good. What happened was, when we went to the trip overseas, I don't know what happened, but the pain just stopped completely. So I didn't know what was going on. Last summer, the pain was coming back, so I'm like, all right, this time I better call the doctor, get an appointment. So I got my appointment with the doctor. He took a look at my hip. He pushed it, and certain areas like, wow, that's really painful. It's not painful to sit. It's not painful it was painful if it just like stood. So I'd often lean over this counter when I was just standing. It was painful just to stand. So the doctor pushed on some parts of my hip and said, looks like you need to make your bursa muscle stronger. So what did I do? So he went to the physical therapist. He sent me to the physical therapist, and I went to the physical therapist, got some exercises from them. I will admit, though, this is also a little bit after the time my hip started really being as painful. Wasn't as painful anymore. But I was still doing it, so got my hip looked at, pushed it in, painful, and the physical therapist also looked at it and said, oh yeah, we got to improve your burst muscles. He gave me some exercises, and it seemed to work. But at the same time, I was also on the recovery, just like it comes and goes. It comes and goes. Now, right now, it's actually coming back in full force. So why am I bringing this up? Well, it's because I started exercising because of the pain in my leg. I noticed that if I walked during the day, it actually felt better. So we started taking long walks, like an hour, hour and a half, something like that. 4 miles, 3 miles. First, it was very tiring, but then later it got better. Now I can walk for 3, 4 miles, easy peasy, no problems. Ups hills, down hills, we're all good with that. And so as I started exercising though, over the summer, I would check my weight. And you know what? Had no effect. All the exercise, all the extra miles I was walking, it did not reduce my weight one bit. Kind of surprising me because, if you're exercising more, you should lose weight, right? You should lose weight. And I started I started to feel better, but I was not losing any weight. So that's why Happy Healthy Wife has us on this wonderful diet. And you can see we got the broth coming up. This is actually going to be, week 5 is going to be steak week. Because what happened, Happy Healthy Wife said, you know what, I'm missing my steak. Can you put in some steak recipes into the week? And Claude said, sure, here you go. And gave us a whole week of all the American dishes are going to be some kind of steak. That's why today we are having short ribs, slow cooked, made them tender, fall off the bone to perfection in a wonderful sauce that I love so much. So this is going to be a good meal, and you can learn about if it was any good or how well we did on it in the next video. And if you want to keep watching these videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel, or better yet, just go ahead and put this playlist in one of your favorites, and then you can just go back to the playlist whenever you want and pick up right where you left off. That's what I do with some of my favorite podcasts. All right, so I will see you in week 5.